name is Pardis Partow. I'm a medium psychic healer, and I have been doing readings and healing and mediumship for over a decade now. And one of the things that I found out is that if I can set the intention for people to be able to connect within and themselves and get the answers for themselves, it is extremely empowering for them. And so one of my goals is not only to help people to get answers just anywhere, but actually from within, and to empower themselves to be the healer within. Basically, we're going to do a light meditation to allow you to see what you want to hear from the archangels. And then after that, I'm going to guide you to connect to 5 named archangels, one of which is Archangel Michael, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel. And I also felt the need to add Archangel Raguel, because Archangel Raguel is actually, which I'll describe more, helps with relationships. So I'm going to give you a chance to call them in and discover the name of the archangel, the different archangels as I call them in. But in addition, I'm going to give you the chance to just call in any archangel and then see what comes up, okay? So as I was saying, you're going to do a light meditation to allow you to see what you want from these archangels. And then that's going to be sitting up, by the way. You don't have to lie down yet. And then after that, I'm going to guide you to connect to each of the 5 named archangels, as well as a 6th who may be working directly with you, but I will not necessarily know. And you won't know until you open yourself to the possibility of working with them. So one of the other things, I'm going to just tell you a little bit of housekeeping things. First of all, I'm going to be doing another journeying meditation, Connect to a Guide. This is Connect to Archangels, but I'm going to be doing that on Tuesday, April the 14th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And also I really want to thank those of you out there who've made donations for this work that I've been doing. I sincerely appreciate it. And again, I would appreciate if any of you feel the need to make a donation for this meditation as well. I do know that we are on hard times, so I understand. But to keep along the lines of how healing works, it's always in your best interest to create a fair exchange of energy, whatever that may be. So keep that in mind for today, and also know that sometimes healing doesn't actually take place until a fair exchange is made. Okay? And if you are motivated from the bottom of your heart and the kindness of your heart, you can make a donation through Linktree, which is in my bio link, and then there's 2 options, one for Venmo and one for PayPal. And again, thank you very much for those of you who've been doing those donations. The other thing too is that one of the things that came to me yesterday when I was in meditation that I felt like it was really important to share was how during this time that we are possibly feeling some anxiety and some stress and maybe even feeling down, that we want to consider, of course, a lot of us have been talking about self-care, but we also want to consider what others have done in their moments of despair. And what came to mind was those boys that were on a soccer team in Thailand, and they were stuck in a cave. And they were quite young. I believe they ranged up to the age of 16, but I do believe they went down to maybe ages 8. So they were quite young. They were in this cave. They were trapped. They didn't know when they were going to get out, how they were going to get out. And they were so fortunate that they had an assistant coach who happened to have been trained as a monk for years. And what he did for these boys was he set the stage for them and facilitated them to meditate every day while they were in the cave. And what the rescuers noticed, the Navy SEALs that actually had to use scuba gear to reach those boys in that cave because a monsoon had come in, waters had come in to make it impossible for them to get out on their own. They noticed that they were very calm and they didn't have tremendous anxiety. And they noticed that these boys handled their stressful situation really well. So during this time, I'm just going to invite you to consider that this could be a very powerful time to amp up your meditation practice to help you deal with the confinement that we all are under in this period of our lives. One of the other things is that actually before this pandemic, I kept on being guided to teach a meditation class. And you know, some people are the firm believer that there's only, you have to have like a certain practice of meditation. However, what many people don't realize is that there's about 23 different types of meditation. And so what I had decided was that I was going to create a class where you can learn about 2 different types of meditation a class, and then we would meditate together. And actually that class, I was guided to make it partially virtual as well as live. However, when the pandemic struck, it became nearly impossible for me to feel like this was a priority. I just felt like I needed to get these bowls played. I felt like I needed to get the word out with the journeying meditations. But if this interests you in any way, please DM me and let me know. I am considering doing this class and offering it, but I will be doing it through Zoom. And I have to decide on exactly how many weeks. But if you're interested in learning different types of meditation and seeing which one would suit you best, please DM me and let me know. Also, if you just want to get a little bit better understanding on meditation and how I do it, you can also DM me. There's a playlist that I offer people, and I do a type of meditation through music, which helps tremendously. Okay, great. So let me see, I'm trying to get through more of this. So some of you today, when we do the journey meditation, you might actually pass out and fall asleep. Hi. And when you pass out and fall asleep, it just may mean that you're exhausted. And some of you also might pass out and fall asleep because that's the way that your body would best serve receiving healing. And that's perfectly fine. But also for some of you, there might be some blockages and you may need additional healing. And if that's the case, feel free to contact me. I am offering my services at this point, which are healing services pertaining to past life, clearing blockages. I could tell you more about that if you contact me directly, but I am offering them on a sliding scale if any of you are interested. Okay, let's see what else. Also, after today, please feel free to share with me your experiences. Many of you have DM'd me and have let me know, and I am so grateful for that because it always adds an added layer of understanding of this work. It is actually this work was guided to me. It wasn't something that I trained for. It was something that came to me that I created. So the more I learn about people's experiences through this work, the more it will not just help me, but it's going to help the work and the greater good, because in time I hope to train others to do this kind of work and to carry it forward. And some of you have been wanting access to this video after today. It will be available in IG stories under the live tab for 24 hours. Also, I'm working on adding this to a YouTube channel. Right now, I do have a YouTube channel under my name, Pardis, Pardis, and then Partow. Currently, there are only little clips of me doing mediumship work. However, over time, I do anticipate doing adding these journey meditations to that channel. So it would be really great in anticipation that the meditations get up there. In the interim, if you could subscribe to the YouTube channel, that would be great. And again, it's my name, Pardis Partow. Okay, wonderful. All right, so let me just tell you a little bit about archangels. I know how much you definitely just want to probably like, some of you just want to lay down and just, okay, when's this meditation going to start? But it's so important that you have an idea of what you're getting yourself into and who you're calling and summoning so you can enrich your experience, right? So when we break down the word archangel, you're going to see that part of the word angel means messenger of God. While the word arch means first, principal, and chief. So the word archangel means chief messenger of God or principal messenger of God. With such a title, you can imagine that archangels are very powerful celestial beings. And as an extension of God, or if some of you might want to think of them as like the universe, they work with all people regardless of race, sex, religion, creed, or system of belief, which includes the Judeo-Christian Bible, sacred writings that are not in the traditional Bible, such as the Book of Enoch and the Book of Esdras, the mystical Jewish Kabbalah, the Quran, and the teachings of the Eastern Orthodox Church. So what's so great about archangels is that they have the capacity to help many people simultaneously. All you have to do is ask for their help. They each have different specialties that represents the different aspects of the divine. However, they will never intervene without your permission, unless of course you are about to terminate your life and it is before your destined time. You may hearken or beckon the help of an archangel through prayer, a cry of help, make a wish, visualizations, or even just state an affirmation or have a thought. They don't care how you ask for help. They're never going to violate free will without permission. There's no proper or improper way to solicit the assistance of an archangel. However, this meditation will allow you to experience what it's like to sense their presence individually. Once you learn how archangels feel in your presence, then you're going to know how to work with them moving forward. You'll be able to confidently recognize their presence and know when they are with you. For instance, you may see the color green, which coincidentally is the color for healing when you call in Archangel Raphael and feel his presence. Or you may actually call in Archangel Uriel and see the color yellow. So pay attention to that. Okay, I'll just tell you a little bit about each archangel and then we will get started, okay? Archangel Michael, he's known for protection. He's effective in releasing negativity, patron saint of police, aids in spiritual protection, upholding your job, your reputation, and his life purpose is to help you with your life purpose, actually, and life choices and changes. Uriel, he illuminates your mind, and he helps with spiritual growth as well, and he also helps with alleviating anxiety. He is almost indicated like a old wise uncle, and he's wonderful to call when you need a solution in a business meeting or even when you're writing. He offers great wisdom. Okay, then Archangel Raphael. He assists with healing. He assists with chronic pain, subtle pain. He also helps, believe it or not, with pets, and he gives hope and comfort. He guides healers that are traditional as well as non-traditional. And he even actually helps with travel, believe it or not, with smooth flights, easy check-in, and so on. And then there's Archangel Gabriel. He is referred to either as a male or a female. Angels don't really have a gender. They tend to come in whatever is supposed to be comfortable for you. And there's a whole story behind Archangel Gabriel and his gender, but we're not going to go into that today. But for the sake of continuity, I'm just going to use the pronoun male. He is the patron saint for communication, teachers, counselors. He helps with writers, authors, actors. And he also helps you open up opportunities and polishes your skills in any field that you have. In addition, one of the things that I even know from personal experience, believe it or not, is that he helps with children. He helps with nurturing pregnancies. He helps with nurturing children, childbirth. And he's also a great mentor to help you those who are interested in working with children. Okay, so then we have Raguel, who's the fifth archangel we're going to bring in today, and his name means friend of God. And he's considered to be harmonizing relationships, especially now that we are all having to deal with not only relationships with our loved ones that are in the home with us in a confined space, but he also is here to help us with our relationship with ourselves, right? And what better time when we kind of have to look at ourselves in a much more deeper, profound way, would we then want the help of Archangel Raguel? So he also helps with business and friendship and romance as well. Okay, all right? I hope that was helpful. So again, we're going to bring in these 5 archangels, and then after that, I'm going to have you open up to receiving any archangel that comes to you. So you're still in a seated position, and at this point in time, I'm going to ask you to just, let's clear the air a little bit. And there's a breath that I always like to do. Some of you might see where you go in through the nose and then, right? As if you're like a kid going, hiya, right? So we're going to go inhale in, and then inhale in again, and then inhale in again, and inhale in again. And some of you might feel like that tune was very high pitched, but it's actually one that calls in angels, and it also helps clear the air as well. Okay, so at this point, while you're seated, just close your eyes and go into the breath. And imagine blue light from the heavens coming in your body to divinely protect you during our time together. And again, inhaling in through the nose and exhaling out of the mouth as if you're fogging up a mirror. And as you're inhaling in, imagine this blue light coming into you to ensure that your energy is your own. And as you're exhaling out, you are disseminating this divine energy in the space all around you. Inhaling in and exhaling out. And again, inhaling in again. And exhaling out this blue light to ensure that you are safe and protected and only visited by divine energy during our time. And in this short, up-seated little meditation, before we go into the deep meditation, I invite you to ask yourself, what angel do I really want to hear from today? What archangel do I really want to hear from today? And what is it that I want them to tell me? And all the while you are opening yourself up to receive, inhaling in and exhaling out. And inhaling in again and And slow down the inhale on a count of 5. And exhaling out on a count of 7. And just see, what is it that you would benefit from hearing today? What is it that you want to know? Beautiful. Now, flutter your eyes open and take your pen and paper and write whatever it is that has come to you. Just journal whatever it is that you got from our short breath meditation, and also just take the time to allow whatever comes through to you while you're meditating, while you're journaling, to just come through. And you might get that information as well. I'm just gonna ask you at this point, if you haven't already, just take the time to write down what is it that you want to get out of our time together, and ask yourself even, why am I here? Let's go back to the breath, and this time let us, now that we have sat down and journaled a bit, let's lay down in a very relaxed position. I advise you to close your eyes and have something to prop under your knees. But I also advise you to be facing the east, and you can find out that information from your phone. It often has a guide to do that. Okay? Great. So we're now facing east. We're laying down. We're going back to the breath. Inhaling in through the nose. Exhaling out of the mouth. Inhaling in again. And exhaling out. And as you are focusing on the breath, on a count of 5, you are letting go and releasing on a count of 7. Beautiful. And for those of you who just joined again, we are just laying down now, facing the east, now that we've journaled, and we're focusing on the breath. It's very simple. Wonderful. So as you are closing your eyes and taking several deep breaths, to ensure even more so that you are protected and safe energetically, I invite you to imagine a beautiful, brilliant white light, brighter than the sun, descending from the crown of your head and slowly expanding all around you, wrapping you in a large bubble of intense radiant light. And as you breathe, the bubble expands all directions, extending several feet out from your body, shielding you from all negativity and fear-based energy. And you may invite even your own personal guides or your past loved ones and higher spirits and angels into your space at this moment, giving them permission to guide and protect you. And you may say the following to them: thank you for fully shielding and protecting me today in a bubble of white light from all darkness, negativity, and fear. Please bounce all negativity off and away from me. And let my white light transform all darkness back into light and love. And as you continue to breathe deeply, see the light now fill your entire body and being with pure, positive, loving energy. Continue to visualize this protective bubble until we are done. And visualize any toxic energy that is within you at the moment. Be releasing on every exhale. And any toxic energy that you might encounter unable to penetrate your bubble. Beautiful. And go back to the breath, inhaling in and exhaling out. And I invite you to imagine a beautiful white light or purple light, like a flower, opening up at the top of your head, opening up your capacity to connect to the divine. And I bring your attention to the third eye. This is often the color purple. This is where your clairvoyance and the capacity to see. And at this forehead, I invite you to imagine a purple or lapis lazuli, strong blue flower opening, allowing you to experience more visually and knowing more intuitively. And I now bring your attention to the throat chakra. This is where communication lies and creativity. It is often a turquoise color, and I invite you to imagine a beautiful turquoise flower opening in this area, allowing your capacity to even hear intuitively to expand, as well as your ability to express yourself and communicate your needs. And now bring your attention to the heart chakra. This is often the color pink or green. This is where your capacity to love yourself and love others lies. And you may imagine either a pink or green flower opening in this region. And as our attention is going to the solar plexus. This is at the base of the lungs. This is just above the belly button. This is the color yellow. This is your confidence center. You may imagine a yellow flower opening in this region. This is where your drive, your conviction, your capacity to follow through on things, as well as your will and strength to persevere resides. Sexuality as well as creativity resides. And you may imagine a beautiful orange flower opening this area, allowing you to be more comfortable with your sexuality, the ability to be more intimate and create. Chakra, which is in between the legs. This is where your private parts reside. This is the color red. And you may imagine a red flower opening in this area. As this area is related to your finances, to money, security, family, stability. And at this point, going to again bring you back to the breath. Inhaling in, exhaling out, and scan your body for any more additional tension. Anywhere else that might need your attention to release and relax and surrender. As the more that you are able to open yourself up and surrender, the more you will be able to experience. Visualize at this point that we are going to invoke Archangel Michael. He is often attributed to the south. He may show up on your right. In your mind, repeat after me. I now invoke the mighty and powerful Archangel Michael to stand at my right side and grant me the strength, courage, and integrity and protection that I need to fulfill my purpose in this incarnation. Again, I invoke the mighty and powerful Archangel Michael to stand at my right side and grant me the strength, courage, and protection to fulfill my purpose in this incarnation. And you may also repeat the following in your request for Archangel Michael's presence. Please, Archangel Michael, use your sword to cut away any doubts and negativity. Surround me with your protection so that I may always walk and work on the side of good. Again, use your sword to cut away any doubts and negativity and surround me with your protection so that I may always work on the side of good. Thank you. Be alert for any insights or words that may be offered to you at this point in time. Be open to what you hear, feel, or see. To invoke Archangel Uriel. He may show up on your left. And you may repeat the following after me. I now invoke the mighty and powerful Archangel Uriel. To stand on my left side, to release all tensions, worries, and insecurities. Again, I invoke the mighty and powerful Archangel Uriel to stand on my left side and release all my tensions, worries, and insecurities. Grant me tranquility and peace of mind. Again, grant me tranquility and peace of mind. Help me to serve others and to give and receive generously. Thank you. Help me to serve others and to receive and give generously. Thank you. Always go back to the breath to enhance your capacity to go deeper, to receive healing, to receive messages. You may see images or hear words. And just pay attention. Next, we are going to invoke Archangel Raphael to stand in front of you and repeat the following to yourself in your mind. I now invoke the mighty and powerful Archangel Raphael to stand in front of me. Again, I now invoke the mighty and powerful Archangel Raphael to stand in front of me. Please fill me with wholeness and good health. Please fill me with wholeness and good health. Help me heal the wounds from the past. Please heal and restore every aspect of my being. Please heal and restore every aspect of my being. Thank you. And again, going within, taking a deep breath, and allowing yourself to receive whatever messages or sounds or thoughts that come to you to help you connect to Archangel Raphael in this moment. And at this moment, we are welcoming Archangel Gabriel to come. He may stand behind you. And repeat the following after me. I now invoke the mighty and powerful Archangel Gabriel to stand behind me. Again, I invoke the mighty and powerful Archangel Gabriel to stand behind me. Please bring me insights so that I may always walk in the light. bring me insights so that I may always walk in the light. Remove all doubts, fears. Purify my body, mind, and spirit. Remove all doubts and fears. And purify my body, mind, and spirit. Thank you, Archangel Gabriel. We are going to go to Archangel Raguel, and we may offer him to come to you however he sees fit. And repeat in your mind after me. I now invoke the mighty and powerful Archangel Raguel to come to me as he sees fit. Please fill me with serenity, peace, and harmony. Help me harmonizing all of my relationships. Assist me with being a good friend to myself and others. Please heal any of my relationships that need healing. And strengthen relationships that are important to me. Again, fill me with peace, serenity, and harmony. Help me harmonizing all my relationships, and assist me in being a good friend to others and myself. And heal relationships that need healing, and strengthen those that are important to me. Thank you. So take this time to be still, to receive. Be open to any messages that Archangel Raguel will be giving you at this point in time. Now we are going to open ourselves up to calling in any archangel that has been summoned who wants to introduce himself or herself to work with you. been summoned and feels the need to work with me today. Please fill me with your love and allow me to feel your beautiful, amazing power and energy. Please spell your name out for me so I may see or hear your name. Or allow me to just hear your entire name. Give me the ability to sense who you are and know why you have come to me. Give me the ability to sense who you are and know why you have come to me. Please allow me to know your presence and know you are here to help me, all the while working with and through the universe or God. Please allow me to know your presence and know that you are here to help me all the while working with and through God. And again, at this moment, allow yourself to be open to receiving. Be receptive. Be receptive to hearing, feeling, seeing, or merely knowing who has come to you and what their messages are. And once you have done this, experiencing the different energies, enjoy the feelings of bliss and security and peace. And when you are ready, at this point, you may ask all the archangels for help, guidance, and protection for you, for your family and friends, your community, your country, and the entire world. So again, when you feel ready, ask the archangels to help. For guidance and protection for you, your family, friends, community, country, and the entire world. Take note that you may experience responses to these energies in different ways. You might feel a flash of electricity passing through you. feel different changes of temperature. You may experience a sense of knowing that everything you have asked for will be granted. And at this point in time, I invite you to thank every one of the archangels who have come with you today. Start with the one who approached you last, and then Archangel Raguel, Archangel Gabriel, Raphael, and then Uriel and Michael. Thank them all for being with you. And you may even sense, as you thank each one, them leaving. So inhaling in, exhaling out. And now that you've said goodbye to the angels that have come with you today, start bringing yourself back into the room and start moving your hands and feet. And imagine tree roots coming out from the bottom of your feet through the different layers of the earth, grounding and centering you. And as the tree roots that have come from the bottom of your feet extend through the different layers of the earth, it will be wrapping around the earth center, which is a crystal. And imagine that a beam of light will be coming from that crystal up through the different layers of the earth, surrounding you in a protective bubble. And take note, what color is that protective bubble, and what does it mean? And I now bring your attention to the top of your head. And I invite you to imagine hot, thick lava extending from the body, basically pouring into the top of your head, into your fingertips and toes, grounding and centering you, and making sure that you are back in your body. And when you are ready, roll to one side, perhaps your palms under your cheek, your knees pulled up to your chest, and give yourself a moment as you allow yourself to move into a seated position. And I invite you to pick up your pen and paper again and start writing whatever you saw, whatever you felt. Just to record this so you don't forget. Wonderful. Thank you very much for joining me today. I feel blessed and honored to be with you during this journey. If you have any questions about today's experience, if you would like to share your experience with me, please feel so that you can do so on DM. If you feel like you want to deepen your connection and you want to receive some healing to open things up a little bit more for you, please feel free to contact me. I will be offering a sliding scale at this point in time. Also, again, if you feel motivated to create a small donation, you may do so in my link tree. And if you feel like you're interested in me teaching some meditation, as I had mentioned earlier in our time together, that it would be 2 meditations a session, please let me know and DM me, and I will make that happen. And in the events that you are interested in seeing a little bit more of my work and having this work on a long-term basis available, please go to YouTube and subscribe to my page, which is Pardis Partow, Pardis Partow. And again, I will be doing this on Tuesday evening. It will be Connect to a Guide, and it will be at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, many blessings to you. Thank you for joining me today. And again, it's been an honor. Thank you. Blessings. Bye.